Hello, friends. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. Welcome to the Weekly Compass, where each week we'll take a look at the upcoming energies for the week ahead. This is, of course, a general reading. For a personal reading or to purchase my book, Intentionally Intuitive, a guidebook for intuitive living, head on over to my website. You can find the link in the description box. As always, when it comes to making decisions, use this as a resource, but follow your own inner compass, your intuition. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the energies of October 26th through November 1st. And so we start the week off with this really powerful energy of sort of clarity, cutting through the illusions and seeing things much more clearly. And so it's almost like some truths may come in for us. Something may come in to shed light on an area where, again, it was sort of clouded in darkness or there was some confusion. It's almost like that confusion is parting ways and we're able to see the path before us and use our own discernment when it comes to how we want to move forward on that path, on our journey. And so it really, honestly, it feels like cutting through all of the BS and just really being able to see things for what they are and to be able to make decisions based off of that clarity. And again, based off of our own truth and what feels true for us, okay? Drowning out the external noise and not allowing ourselves to be manipulated by those energies that may want to deter us on our journey. So again, it's going within, following that inner compass, our intuition, and feeling into what feels right for us based off of this new clarity, this new guidance that comes in for us. So stay aware of the messages that you receive, the downloads, the information, again, that clarity. Pay attention to that at the beginning of the week because it will help you in deciding your next steps forward. As we move into midweek, we have this energy of, the words that come to mind are like creative consciousness. And so it's like through the clarity that came in at the beginning of the week, it's almost like we have this open channel to our higher consciousness, to our soul, to help us in our creative ventures forward, right? And creativity doesn't have to just be about your purpose, your job. It can be about those things that just simply bring you joy through the creation process. And so this could also be quite literally creating a new life. So some of you may find out that you're pregnant, or you may be having a baby or something along those lines. That's very possible at this time. But it's this energy of really embracing your creativity and expressing that in a way that feels really, really good for you and that allows you to grow authentically. And so that energy feels really, really beautiful. And again, it feels tied to the beginning of the week where that clarity comes in. Really what just came in, it's like this energy of like, enough is enough. I'm done trying to people please. I'm done trying to cater to others' expectations. I'm going to live my life the way that feels good to me. And so you may feel that energy coming in for you and embrace that. This is an opportunity to explore your inner depths and really see what drives and fuels your passion and your creativity. And even if other people think it's strange or bizarre, who cares, right? It's again, cutting through that BS of needing to please others before pleasing your own soul. And then we move into the end of the week, and it's really this beautiful energy of celebration, of joy, of kicking up your heels and just really finding your own bliss. And so however that comes in for you, it could be that you are getting together with people you haven't seen in a while, or you're celebrating with others online, or however it works for you at this time. But there's really this call to just relax and rejuvenate and enjoy, find the joy within the journey. Okay. And so it's almost like at the beginning of the week, there's this clarity, there's this release, then there's this creative consciousness, and there's then this just unbridled bliss. And so this is really beautiful energy for this week. The last couple of weeks have been a little bit heavy, and so I feel like that's sort of lifting this week, ironically. So there could be some surprises coming in. Sometimes that truth that comes in isn't what we were expecting or isn't necessarily what we wanted to see, but that makes the most sense on our own journey. And so again, be open to what comes in, be open to the messages, no more trying to adhere to the requirements or the expectations of others when it's beyond if you are compromising your own truth, your own passions, your own creativity. So there's a lot of this feeling of regaining your own power, regaining your own independence, and again, following your own truth. And if we can do that throughout the week, if we can be open to the messages that come in and try not to live in the extremes, but try to find your balance and your equilibrium and support your own creativity, then you find this bliss at the end of the week that's just unmatched. And so allow yourself to feel that joy, allow yourself to, just experience that, again, that bliss. So it's really beautiful energies this week. And it's, again, up to us how we harness that energy and how we utilize it. And again, I feel like we have to be open to the truths that are coming in at the beginning of the week. And then we get to decide how we utilize those truths and that clarity as we move forward. And so I pulled a animal spirit card just to kind of get an overall energy for the week. And what's interesting is we got armadillo spirit. And armadillo says, set healthy boundaries. And I also want to mention that the number on the card is a 3. And so it's interesting because this is all tying into the energies that I see for this week. 3 being that creative self-expression, that creative energy. So midweek, we're really bringing that in and embracing that creative energy, that creative consciousness. The setting healthy boundaries really ties in with that energy of, again, cutting through the BS, saying no more when it comes to curtailing your own passions, curtailing your own experience, to adhere to the requirements of others, right? To meet the expectations of others. The focus is now shifting to where we are looking at what works for us so that we can fill our own cups, so that we can then show up for others in a much more elevated way, right? So sometimes we have to set those healthy boundaries and say, you know what? This is what feels right for me. And so I need to follow this path. I need to do this. And sometimes those conversations are very difficult to have with people, especially when they're people that we love, but we get to choose how we participate. We get to choose, what we allow in and what we allow to influence our own experience. And so sometimes when others are trying to manipulate that experience, we have to take a stand and we have to set those healthy boundaries, right? There's a difference between, unhealthy boundaries and boundaries, right? So however it comes in for you, but this is your permission. If you need permission, right? Give yourself the permission to set the healthy boundaries, to allow the clarity to come in, to cut through any of the negativity or any of the manipulation that might be coming in that's trying to steer you in a certain way, and really embrace your own self-creativity, your creative self-expression, your creative consciousness, and allow yourself the opportunity to find your joy, to find your bliss, okay? So really, really powerful energies this week. How will you choose to use them? All right, you guys, I will be back shortly with the compass for next week. Take care, and until then, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.